Leave your younger self behind. This coming from the man with a bunch of barnacles in the background. You know, how ironic. But I'm serious. Leave your childhood self behind. And I say this because a lot of you subconsciously have binded your soul with your childhood self. You think of your childhood self as this innocent kid, and it's like, oh, I went through this, or I'm gonna give myself this, I'm gonna go through that, and it sounds nice, it sounds sweet that, oh, I'm gonna pay my younger self such a good thing. However, it's bad in the future because you don't know this, but you're clinging on to the past. And when you're clinging on to the past, how can you move to the future or focus on the future? Think about it. Your younger self always wanted this or a certain type of thing, and now you're telling yourself, oh, I've got to do this no matter what. Even though older you may change your mind on certain things or want to do something else, you've promised your younger self that you're going to do it because that's what they would have wanted. But your younger self didn't know shit. Sorry to swear, but your younger self didn't know nothing. Your younger self would change minds about what food they like, what show they liked, when they want to be a big girl or a small girl, or what books they like. Your younger self always changed their mind. And actually speaking, say if like, you went through a... Nah, I'm not even going to say that because even that situation is bad. You know? A lot of people say my younger self, my younger self, my younger self, and you end up costing yourself in the future because you end up making silly decisions. Your parents treated you a certain type of way. So as a result, you're going to be super, super nice to your children all the time. You're never going to shout at them or raise your voice to them. Well, it sounds sweet, doesn't it? But what if your child actually needs discipline? Well, you're not going to ever be firm with them. I'm not saying you got to shout, but you're never going to be firm because you don't want to be mean. What about your career? Your younger self always wanted to be a firefighter, but now you're older, you've realized the real world and you want to do certain things. But younger self, who didn't know anything about the real world, said they want to be a firefighter. So you've promised your younger self you're going to do it. So you're going to give your younger self that dream because they would be happy. Who gives a fuck about your younger self? I don't. I didn't know anything back in the day. I didn't know about the real world. I didn't know about taxes and stuff. I think when I was younger, I told myself I wanted to be like SpongeBob, something like that. Or I can't even remember, but it's like I grew up and I'm really living with bills, housing, cars, all kinds of stuff. I don't care what you wanted back in the day. I guess maybe these, but it's like that's old to me. I still like Barnacles, you feel me? But it's like, younger self, I don't care about you. Yeah, you went through some hard things, and I'm gonna make a good future for my kids, but I'm not gonna be unrealistic with it. There are certain things my parents did right, and then there's certain things my parents did wrong. They're not perfect. What did he do? You didn't like being shouted at. You didn't like going through certain types of things, but we liked certain types of things. So we're going to implement some of their strategies. And we're going to improve on some of their mistakes. Oh, I wanted this kind of career when I was younger. I want this career now. The point is, you're always changing constantly. Every day. You're going through certain situations, certain epiphanies, and certain perspectives that makes you change your mind. And because you always change your mind, right? The old you now needs to let that kid go. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm like this because of my younger self. I'm going through trauma. I'm this, that, and the third. There's no time for that anymore. I react like this because my younger self used to go through that. Fix yourself up then. But these people did this to me when I was younger. Those people, it's tough. You feel what I'm saying? You've got to work to be better. You can't let them control how you are now. Yeah, it hurts your younger self, but what's your older self going to do about it? So many ways that the younger self trap, clings on and holds on down our growth and our progress in every single way. That's why a lot of people have a childish mindset or live stupidly or live recklessly because the younger self would have wanted this. I would have liked this when I was younger. Certain cases, it's okay. There's a good balance, you feel me? But you need to understand when it gets unhealthy. And it can really get unhealthy without you knowing. And a lot of people take it to heart because it's like, oh, your younger self is a personal thing to you. But, so it's hard to break out of. But once you break out of it, you look back and you be like, dang, I really was holding myself in shackles to my younger self. Let that kid go. What you want now is vastly different to what they wanted. And if it's similar, learn the balance. Simple as that. Let the younger self go. The past is the past for a reason. Focus on your future.